Hey, welcome to Bob Ross Paint Day. Today we're going to paint Delicate Arch. Look at that. Isn't that special? Okay. Follow along with me, guys. We're going to start by just making a nice night sky and make a background for our painting. Hi, Val.
Hey, Mr. Moffett.
Oh, I'm not Mr. Moffett. I'm a substitute today.
You're
My
today.
name is Bob Ross.
You're Kermit today.
Mr. Bob Ross, Val.
Hi, Mr. Bob Ross.
Yes.
You're Kermit.
So we're gonna start. We're gonna start by making a sky. So I'm gonna take some blue, some of this nice ultramarine blue, and I'm just gonna mix it over here in the middle of my palette. And I think when I look at that picture of the sky, it's pretty dark. So it's not really blue. It's more of almost a deep midnight purple, right? Hey, look at that. A little red and a little blue. Oh, that's getting nice and purple. I might want that to be a little darker to start, so maybe I'll take just a touch of black, mix that in there. Oh, look at the color of that. And then I'm just going to load my brush up and I'm going to go crazy on this canvas. I'm just going to go crazy back and forth, starting on the top, because I want the top to be nice and midnight purple. Back and forth, back and forth. Just beat the devil out of that canvas, you know what I mean? Just beat it to death. Right on. Oh yeah. And if you run out of paint, just mix up a little more. Just get your palette over here, just mix that blue and the red, touch of black. I'm going to want this to go lighter as I go down too. Lighter toward the horizon. So I'm going to scrub that on there. You can get mean with it. Just beat it to death. Alright. It doesn't matter. Every night the sky's a little different, isn't it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe that is perfect. Alright. I'm going to go a little bit darker, or a little bit lighter as I go. I'm going to take a touch of white and mix that in there. Maybe some more blue and some red. I'm just going to keep going down.
Blue and black. Oh, and red.
Blue and red. What color does that make, Val? Blue and red?
You're Kermit today.
I'm Mr. Bob Ross, Val.
You're Kermit?
He's Bob Ross.
Mr. Bob Ross?
Yeah, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Oh, look at that.
You have spent drugs.
I'm going to add some more white because I want that to get nice and light as we get down to the bottom. Ooh, that's a lot more blue than I thought, but that's okay.
Can I paint it now?
A little more blue than I thought. I guess the weather's just going to be a little different than I first thought, huh? Oh, look at that. Nice dark color. You know, I could spend hours just trying to get the perfect background.
You look like you're stuck. You look. You wanna help me? Help?
Look at that. That's a beautiful sky. Acrylic paints are fun because they dry so fast. You can go back over them in just a little bit of time. Go back over them and add different colors. Okay. All right. Look at that. Got a nice sky. Now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start adding some whites. I really want to. I'm gonna make some happy little Milky Way clouds here, guys. I'm just gonna. I really like. If you look at the picture that I gave you, there's like a pattern almost. Little white lines that go all the way down, kind of at a diagonal. white little clouds. I'm going to just brush the canvas. I'm going to step over to the other side and add some more. Ah, look at that. I'm starting to see that night sky appear. I need more white. Some of you might even notice if you look real close at that, it kind of gets green toward the bottom. So feel free to make that sky do whatever you want it to. I'm just going to dab some little clouds in here. If you want to add a little depth to it, you can even just add some more white. So you have a, look at that, it's like a contrasting white that just goes right down the center of that Milky Way cloud strip. Oh, look at that. I think I want the bottom of mine to really lighten up right on the horizon. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to add some different colored clouds. I'm going to try and mix up a little green. So how do we make green? A little blue and yellow. If you ever feel like you need to get a new paper plate for a new canvas or a new palette, go for it. We have more paper plates up here. Oh yeah, I'm going to just add some of this with a little hint of green right in there. I'm going to brush it in. I like to have a little different texture on the closer sky than the further sky. I'm going to brush that in. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Sometimes you need to clean all the paint off your brush. Just get that wet. Just dab it on your paper towel. Beat the devil out of it. Oh.
Don't forget the pants.
I probably just got that everywhere I didn't want it to go. All right. I'm going to go back and I'm going to add some darks, some more purples. Lighten it up a little. You know, in acrylics, your first coat might look a little weak. You go back over it after it dries with another coat and it just makes it a little more solid. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go back and add a little more body to my sky. Oh, it's a little lighter than I want it. I really like when you see brush strokes, just kind of natural brush strokes. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. I'm going to go back and I'm going to work some of the dark into it. So you could spend all day just getting this perfect background, but we're going to actually move on in a minute. We're going to move on to, what do you think the next step needs to be? Huh? How about the stars? Let's put the stars in the sky, right? After I'm going to just add some little darks. Just see a lot of colors going on in this sky. This is a dramatic night sky. That's good.
No, look, Mr. Moffett. Mr. Moffett.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Are you painting? You painting, Val? All right, one last touch of green on the horizon before I move on.
Taylor. Cut up paper towel for me. Go.
All right. Okay, are you guys ready for some sparkly Milky Way happy stars? Sparkling stars. I'm sure you could sing a song about it. I'm gonna take,
We're green?
I should have Carson do this. You did some really good flicks on your one of your last ones, didn't you? Or was that Matt? You did some flick. What brush did you use?
It was the 2-inch brush.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna switch brushes because I feel like this brush is like 98 cents from Lowe's, and it ends up leaving a lot of hairs on your stuff if you. I mean, it's not the best, but it's really good for like beating up the canvas and like doing some really cool things in there. So I'm gonna take my white. Let's do the 2-inch brush. You said the 2-inch brush worked good? Let's do that. I'm gonna load it up with some white paint. You might want to water the paint down a little so it can flow a little easier. Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Kind of water it down.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put some night sky in here with all the stars. The cool thing about the Milky Way is it just has so many stars you can't even count them. This is not working so well. Maybe if you beat it like this. Oh, there we go. I need more white. More white. Oh, that was a big chunk of white. Didn't want that. Oh, there we go. You know what? Just try different things. Like the way you flick it will give you more stars. And if you have to, oh.
What is her name? Taylor?
There, just beat the devil out of it. Make those stars come out at night. There we go. Now they're coming. You can try different brushes too.
Oh, there you go.
No, don't do that. Just do this.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah, just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. There's no mistakes here, guys. Just happy accidents.
Like weapon.
All right.
Like your weapon.
Ah,
You want help me?
and we're gonna add some more stars. All right, look at that. Got a nice little night sky going. How's your night sky looking, everybody? You know what might work really good is one of these really shorter brushes. Or if you bring your toothbrush to school, just dip your toothbrush in there and just flick it on there. That'll work real good.
Which one is called?
Oh, crikey. I flicked a big old glob of something. That's like, that's a UFO.
Which one is me? Which one is me, Nicole? Is that yours? Stop touching me.
All right.
Nicole.
All right. I think I've done it. I think I want to add some more
Again?
clouds.
Did you paint it again? Nice work, my friend. Don't. Which one is me, Nicole? Which one is me, Nicole? No, no.
Val, you doing okay back there?
Yes. Who's Nicole? Are you a cheer bear? Are you a cheer bear, Nicole? You're a cheer bear, Nicole. How about I say your ears, Nicole? How about I say your ears, Nicole?
I don't even know where the whole paint was.
Okay, so what are you doing with that?
Ah, Drag cleaners and-
Yep.
Ah!
Andreas, what are you doing?
You lose my
Wow. It's not going like I wanted. But that's okay. Sometimes the weather just doesn't do what you want it to, you know? So you just gotta go with it.
Where's Nico?
I'm gonna go back and add some green. How many of you feel like you're getting behind?
Yellow. Nico, do you want to make more of that?
If you ever feel like you're running out of paint, there's more paint on the back. You can fill up your palette.
You want to cut Guru's head? What's that? Kara, who's that? Is that you? I'm going to focus right now. Did you I'm thinking, man. Big old boss also taking it to our office here. Just stay quiet after.
All right. Well, I need more white paint. If you guys look real close at the pictures that I sent, it's almost, that horizon line is almost completely white. It's so light. In order for your arch to stand out, you're going to have some pretty light colored paint on the sky. Okay? So it's kind of deceiving. It looks really dark, but it's actually a lot lighter than you think. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to try and put the finishing touches on clouds of the sky. Wow. How much time do we have? 30 minutes. Oh, the sky should be done. What?
You forgot to set your timer while you're done.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna just splatter some paint on the table. Seems like it goes better when you're going down. Man, I'm making a mess here.
Bob Ross Kermit. Mr. Bob Ross, they're Kermit today.
Get the white stuff
Kermit Bob Ross?
All right, here we go. I really wanted some lighter green.
I will, you have to get a couple smiley faces. I added shooting star. Like voices.
Okay, here we go. I'm ready for the arch. You guys ready to add the arch? No, too soon, Mr. Moffett. I mean, Mr. Ross. All right. So I'm going to add the arch. The easiest way to do the arch is to just start with a silhouette. So I'm going to start with a really dark, I'm going to mix up, I never ever want to use straight out of the tube. I don't want to just do straight black. So I'm going to mix up a little brown with my black. It's a pretty dark color, but I'm going to make a silhouette. So I'm going to start, where do I want the top of my arch to be? Somewhere around here. Make a line for that. I know that the arch kind of comes down this way and then this way. Okay. Now I'm going to put in the other side of it. Actually, I'm way off on this. Kind of like that. And I also do the horizon line. I'm going to do the horizon, you know, this Ground wants to come kind of like this. Kind of has a little hill on this side. And then I just fill that dark silhouette in. Going crazy with that. We're going to come in later and add some light. The light that bounces off of these rocks. Right now it's going to look like a real basic shape. I think I want my arch to come a little further over. So I'm going to have it come up here. I'm going to come a little higher. That's going to be a good delicate arch.
Go back to Mr. Poe.
Okay, at this point I'm going to switch to a different brush. I feel like this brush is too big and clunky. So I'm going to switch to this 2-inch brush. I'm going to go rinse my water out. Okay, believe it or not, this last little bit's going to go pretty quick. Once you have the basic shape down, it's going to go pretty fast. So I'm just going to take some time here and just define my arch shape. I'm going to look at where the rocks come, like there's like defining rocks of this arch, and I'm going to paint those right in. Delicate arch has a nice little tabletop at the very top of it that just goes flat across the top. I'm going to give that a nice good line. Then I'm going to fill in that left side that's the delicate part of this arch. Come down here. And then it just balances on a little skinny part right on the left. I might paint the silhouette to have just a really skinny part right here that it's hanging on to. Okay. Let me go back and just make sure the ground is still nice and dark. Oh, looks like there's just a happy little rock just poking up right here next to that. I'm going to put that in there. Alright. Okay, once you've got the basic outline, goes super fast. This is where you're going to want to mix up. You're going to want to mix up your rock, the red rock color of Moab, right? So I'm going to get my browns. And I'm going to get my yellows and my reds just to get a nice orange color. Orange rock color, maybe a little more brown. Sometimes I'll wait and do the white later. I could have a touch of blue in there too, just to knock that down so it's not such. You know what happens when you have an orange color and you add a little blue to it? What does it do to your color? Makes it a little, it knocks the intensity of it down. It makes it a little more gray, a little more muted. So I've loaded my brush up now with my red rock color, and I'm going to paint wherever the light hits it. Where the light doesn't hit, where you have a shadow, I'm going to keep that the silhouette color. All right? So let's start adding some of these lights. And you kind of can just lift up the brush as you go along. If you see a little rock that you want to have a little highlight there, just touch the top edge of that. Look at that. I'm going to make sure right on the tip of that, I want that to be a little more intense of a color, right where the light's hitting it. I'll drag that right across. Sometimes you can pull it down a little bit. Oh, look at that. Just pull that light color right down. I really like on this side, the shadow just hangs over on this side.
So I'm mixing
I'm making
red
it like
and
that in the red.
Might want to switch to a smaller brush here. Look at that. Want this little happy little rock to stand out a little bit. Maybe a little bit here. You can also add a little bit of color to the ground. Mix that in with the dark color of the silhouette.
No, I'm gonna get pink.
It's coming to life. I'm gonna just keep adding a little lighter colors to make it stand out more. Oh, the most unlikely colors just seem to work so well. Like if you add a lot of white to that orange rock color, boy, you get a nice color that you can just get right along the top here. And put some highlights on these rocks. I really like the part of the delicate arch where that little skinny part is holding on, just balancing right there. So I'm going to make sure I get in there and add a nice highlight to emphasize that little rock is just holding on for dear life. Have fun with it. Don't matter. You just can't mess up. Rocks are so different, right? Nobody's gonna know if it looks exactly like delicate arch unless they go there and hold it up next to it. So you can just load your brush up, do some fun things, you know. Maybe the light just hit that part in just a different way. Gonna add some more light, some more paints to make it look like those rocks are rocky. Well, it's not the best delicate arch I've ever done. Well, what do you think? It works. Not gonna sell it for $1 million, but hey, Bob Ross never sold his paintings. Dude, what if I want to add a shadow, make that just really look like it's stuck to the ground? Bell's gonna ring soon, so you guys can start cleaning up if you want.
Now let's go.
Just gonna add a little shadow.
You have a book?
You guys made sure next one. Listen, Moffett, you're Kermit today. You Kermit, Mr. Moffett?
There you go.
You Kermit?
Yeah,
You're
Kermit Bob Ross.
You're Barbara Kermit.
Hi, Andrew.
Hey there, Val. I hope you did a lot of happy little trees today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna paint Scrabby Racks. Mr. Moffett, do you have Scrabby Racks in your home?
I do now.
Where's your Scrabby Racks?
At my house.
You wanna take a break?
Fantastic.